Ramaphosa also raised several concerns, especially the state of the public health sector and many municipalities. eNCA's Lester Kiewit is in Parliament and joins us now to unpack the day. Well, Lester, it wasn't just his big investment project that he spoke about today. He also went into detail talking about a very topical issue, and that is yesterday's the state of municipal finances as released by the Auditor General yesterday.
That's right, Fuyo. The crippling state of South Africa's municipalities is one of the many things that are top of mind for President Ramaphosa. Just yesterday, the Auditor General saying that up to a third of South Africa's municipalities are on the brink of collapse. Now, this was something that was mentioned by the President this afternoon in his presidency budget reply. But he says it's not only about the delivery of services that worries him, it's also about how municipalities happen to gather revenue from their citizens. As you know, many of these struggling municipalities are found in the most poorest parts of the country. The President wants to develop a plan where municipalities can work on projects to gather more revenue from residents so that more services could be rendered, especially to the poorest of the poor. Take a listen.
There has been an increase in the number of municipalities that are in dire state. The Department of Cooperative Governance and the National Treasury have begun working together on a structured and coordinated approach to support financially distressed and dysfunctional municipalities. Working together with provinces, their joint response focuses on 3 of the 5 pillars of the Back to Basics initiative, namely institutional and administrative capacity, good governance, and sound financial management. Municipalities are being supported to implement robust improvement plans, which will be monitored closely by the departments. The departments are working to address the reality that, truth be told, some municipalities are failing at effectively delivering services, billing for services, and collecting revenue that is due. And some municipalities are municipalities that simply do not have a tax base and yet still have to provide services to our people. A simplified revenue plan is being implemented to improve revenue management, reduce municipal consumer debt, and enhance municipalities' revenue collection potential.
Lester, I didn't watch the speech myself, but just from a cursory reading of it, it would seem that he was very magnanimous. I didn't see, well, I didn't read, at least from the speech, any jibes being thrown at opposition party leaders. Was that indeed the case? It was all nice and a great deal of camaraderie.
I think conciliatory would be the word that could be used. The President directly responding to several MPs who posed questions and critiques of his presidency so far, responding directly to the Freedom Front Plus's Peter Groenewald. Speaking in Afrikaans, the President said that the rebuilding of South Africa is everyone's responsibility, no matter which political organization you belong to. But there was a few pointed retorts, one would say, to the DA's Musi Maimane and the EFF's Julius Malema, labeling them at times desperate, this over the controversial land issue. He says that the EFF and the Democratic Alliance are deliberately trying to misrepresent his governments as well as the ANC's land policy. And this is all, one would say, in the spirit of a general election that is around the corner. The president sticking firm that while the ANC policy is firm on land expropriation without compensation. He says that that dialogue will continue, and whatever means is chosen or selected to ensure that the land question is addressed will go through a constitutional and a legal process. So one could say the president using this opportunity, as he notes his 100 days in office on Saturday, consoling or offering a reconciliatory tone with opposition parties, acknowledging that Parliament is a robust and a space where opposition parties and political parties discuss, and sometimes things do get rowdy. But his underlying message is that this is a South Africa where everyone is involved and everyone has a responsibility to rebuild this country.
Lester Kiewit, that's where we're going to leave it for tonight. Lester, of course, was following that debate in the National Assembly today, which ended by President Cyril Ramaphosa responding to various comments